Now, click Campaigns on the sidebar, then New Campaign in the top right. You'll land on the Campaign Create page, and before we touch anything, look at the top. You'll see a Checkout Readiness checklist. Every item in that list has to be green before we can launch. As we fill in the form, items tick off live. Think of it as a progress bar for getting a campaign ready. Let's start filling it in. I'll walk you through each section in order. The General Information section is where you name your campaign and pick the fundamental type. Name, the only field you actually need to fill in to save a draft. I'll name this one Spring Concert Promo. Campaign type. This is the most important pick of the whole form. Your options are Search, text ads on search engines, targeting keywords. Contextual, display ads on pages matching topic categories. Site retargeting, display ads to people who've been on your site, using the audiences we built in Section 4. It is important that events are also a retargeting audience, so for events, you will need to choose retargeting. IP targeting, display ads to devices at specific IP ranges, which is great for B2B targeting by company. And geo-optimized, display ads tied to geographic fences or location types, which is great for local businesses and events. I'll pick site retargeting for this example, since we built an event earlier. One important quirk. Once the campaign leaves draft status, meaning once it's activated or even pending, you can't change the campaign type anymore. So if you're unsure, save as draft first and come back to it. The type is locked after that. Next to campaign type, you will see OBA provider. Almost everyone should choose trusty. Below that, you'll see goal. You can choose none, CPC for cost per click, CTR for click-through rate, CPA for cost per acquisition, and VCR for video completion rate. If a goal is selected, you have the option to select Auto-Optimize Goal, which allows the system to make adjustments to hit the goal you selected. After that, you will see frequency capping, which is how many ads you want to serve per device in a specified number of hours. These are optional refinements. For a first campaign, I'll take the defaults and keep moving. Now let's look at the Budget tab towards the bottom of the page. Here you will set your max bid, which is the CPM you are willing to bid in the real-time auction. The higher the bid, the more likely your campaign is to win the impression. There are two models here. Budget-based means you commit a dollar amount, and will spend down to that. Impression-based means you commit to a number of impressions, and will buy them at the rate your organization's settings define. For most first campaigns, budget-based is the simpler mental model. I'll pick that. Now I add a budget plan. A plan is just a time window with a start date, end date, and dollar amount. I'll pick next Monday to next Sunday, and I'll set the budget to $500. If your campaign is going to run longer than one period, say a 90-day campaign with separate monthly budgets, you can add more plans with the Add Plan button. Each plan fires its own charge at the start, so you have more control over pacing. Depending on the campaign type you picked, you'll see a Conversions tab. This is where you attach the conversion audiences we built in Section 4. Picking one here tells the platform, when someone who saw this campaign visits this audience URL, count that as a conversion. In most cases, you will build your conversion audience to reflect a purchase, a form fill, etc., and fire it on a thank you page. But, in this example, I'll attach the homepage visitors audience. Targeting is where you tell the platform who to show ads to. The fields on this tab vary based on the campaign type. Let me walk through each variation briefly. If you picked geo-optimized, you'll see geofences. Draw fences on a map the same way we drew the event fence earlier. The max is 25 square miles per fence here, which is bigger than events because these are broad targeting fences, not conversion zones. You'll also see locations, a drop-down where you pick countries, states, DMAs, or cities. Fuzzy search works. Just type. If you picked IP targeting, you'll see IP ranges. Paste CIDR ranges or individual IPs. This is great for targeting specific office buildings. If you picked search, you'll see keywords. Add one keyword per row, or paste a block of keywords to bulk add. We auto lowercase and deduplicate so you don't have to. You can also edit bids inline per keyword, or set a default bid at the campaign level. If you picked contextual, you'll see contexts. Pick category pages like sports and recreation or food and drink. You can pick multiple. If you picked site retargeting, you'll see audiences. This is where you attach the retargeting audiences we built. For all campaign types, there are additional optional filters at the bottom: device type, browser, operating system, and recency. These narrow further. For a first campaign, leave them wide unless you have a specific reason. Every filter you add cuts reach. Last tab, Ads. This is where you upload your creative, the actual image, video, or HTML ad that gets served. Click Upload or drag and drop your files. You can upload multiple at once. For each file, we'll auto-detect whether it's a native ad, a display ad, or a video, and set its parameters accordingly. If it's a native ad, we'll ask for headline text and landing page URL once uploaded. Max file size is around 10 megabytes. If an upload fails, the most common cause is size. Re-export the creative compressed. Ads can be grouped into ad groups, which is useful for A/B testing or running multiple creative variations in one campaign. To group ads, upload them, then select multiple and use the Add to Group bulk action. You can also pause or delete individual ads at any time from the row actions. One thing that's really helpful, you can save as draft at any point in this form. The only required field to save a draft is the name. Everything else can be empty or partial. Why does that matter? Because campaigns take real effort to build. Maybe you need to get creative from your designer, or decide on a budget with your team. Save what you have, close the tab, come back tomorrow. When you return, the readiness checklist will show you exactly what's still missing. I'll click Save Draft now to demonstrate. It saves, and I'm back on the campaign list with a draft badge next to my campaign. Everything's filled in, and the readiness checklist is all green. Let's go through checkout.